Now, regarding Putin's desire to fight until the very end, and not just against Ukraine, in Kazakhstan they are openly preparing for a Russian invasion.
Each of us needs to prepare for a partisan war. Every Kazakh needs to think about how you will act tomorrow when the enemy comes. He will come, because he will come.
Yes, and these observations from the Kazakh military expert are the reality today, because Russia has long wanted to attack Astana. In
December 2025, Russian State Duma deputy Alexei Zhuravlev accused Kazakhstan of gradually shifting its course toward the west. In particular, he didn't like the republic's decision to establish NATO standard ammunition production on its territory. And
on top of that, the drunken general Russian Gurolev allows himself to mouth off about Kazakhstan.
Andrei Gurolev has stated that after Ukraine, Kazakhstan would be Russia's next victim.
Moreover, the Western press is already openly writing about a potential invasion of Kazakhstan by Putin's troops as if it were a foregone conclusion, just a matter of time.
The prominent German news magazine Der Spiegel recently published archival documents from the German Foreign Ministry. These records clearly state that the Russian dictator Vladimir Putin had already laid claim to Crimea, the eastern regions of Ukraine, and northern Kazakhstan, as far back as 1994.
Then, guys, even in the swamps themselves, Russia is not hiding its military claims against Kazakhstan. Listen.
Some people believe that in the long term, we want to use the Ukrainian scenario, as they say, to take northern Kazakhstan from them. Do you think we had such plans? Do we have any hope of this?
I believe we have a historical right to find land.
Unbelievable? And here, it's very important that the leader of Kazakhstan, Tokayev, finally makes up his mind. Otherwise, he's sitting on two chairs. On the one hand, Tokayev is against Russian aggression. Generally speaking, he's against it.
Extensive calculations have demonstrated that if the fundamental right of nations to self-determination were fully and effectively realized in practice across the entire globe, instead of the 193 countries that are officially recognized as member states of the United Nations today, there would likely be a staggering total of more than 500 or even 600 independent states existing on Earth.
But on the other hand, Tokayev, all the same, still publicly sings praises to Putin. And that's also a fact.
As we await the upcoming presidential elections, which are set to take place on March 17th in Russia, there are truly no doubts at all. About the final result, of course, there are none whatsoever, because Russia remains under your strong and authoritative leadership. The country is achieving noticeable and genuinely impressive successes.
Well, here's what I want to say. Kassym-Jomart Kemalovic is, without a doubt, a very intelligent and educated person, that's true. But it seems to me that he should refresh his memory, and here's why.
Earlier, under the cover of the CSTO, the Kremlin had already sent troops into Kazakhstan to suppress the January 2022 protests in major cities. At that time, Russian occupiers killed hundreds and wounded thousands of Kazakhs.
And to the wonderful Kazakh people who watch our project and support Ukraine in its fight against Russian aggression, I, of course, wish peaceful skies above your heads.